Hello, welcome to a StarCraft replay against GPrEcisioN, and this is basically me testing out a build for PvP, trying something new that doesn't really include much of anything else. So it looks like my PvZ build where I go 9, except I'm just gonna pull them back on a 3-player map or a 2v or 4v4 map. You pretty much want to scout after pylon. On a 2v2 you don't really have to. So it's gonna go forge first instead of a gateway. It makes your opponent think you're gonna be cheesing them with excuse me, with cannons, so it's gonna pull them back and have them search around their base. So we just continue on building probes. We're gonna keep building probes. I have not really got this down to 100%. Trying to figure out where I can cut. I did find out that I do need to wall off completely. So as you'll see, I'm gonna wall off after throwing down my nexus. I'm gonna wall off and then just mine from there. I'm not gonna take gas yet. I need one more cannon. So probably pretty much about 2 cannons in the front, and then double gas as soon as you can afford it. Once that finishes, you want to take your cyber core and put 3 in gas. And then as soon as your next suspension. Now the purpose of the cannon in the mineral line is to just in case of someone rushing oracles. So I'm just doing that just as a means to protect myself. I mean, if they went proxy oracles, I probably would have lost by now. So about a 3 cannon front defense, another back pylon for at least 2 cannons, and then start going with you want to start with Phoenix and get your +1. You're not gonna get gateway warp gate tech. You pretty much won't need it for a good chunk of the and then I got my scouting zealot to see what's going on. About 3 to 4 Phoenix in. This is pretty much a good number to start going for the harassment of probes. So, lost an observer. I was wondering where it went. And then it looks like there's a warp prism that died, which I did see that when I was flying through. So I killed about 3 probes for that. Not really worth it. I just see my gas is building up, so I gotta drop down 2 more stargates. I'm gonna keep the 3 Phoenix alive as long as I can. Now, if you build no army throughout this entire thing except for the sky units, and maybe 1 or 2 zealots to kind of take towers, you pretty much get away with doing this build. So I'm gonna keep trying it out and hoping for the best on this. So far I'm I think 3 for 4. Yeah, it only failed me once, and that's because he 4-gated me. Yeah, so, and I wasn't ready for it. So to take out the mothership core as fast as possible. I think taking my units off the Nexus was a bad idea, because it's just about to die, so and then drop a bunch more gateways. So it's really close to that. So we're gonna have a bunch of. So I've definitely lost. Not as much though, but at least. But now I'm supply blocked pretty heavily. Here comes this next attack. I essentially lose no real probes on that encounter. One probe, so. And then I'm going to take my expansion down here. And then keep going up and up. Look at the units. I got 10 void rays. That decimated his entire army. I've got a lot of gateways being built. So we should have a good chunk of them. My upgrades are equal to his. But void rays do a lot of bonus damage. And I'm not sure if he kept building Colossus. No, that's a probe slaughter field right there. So you got a bunch of gateways. He's working on. He's up 2-1 on upgrades, but my army is pretty much bigger than his. I think he tried to get a bunch of gateways down, and then had no money for anything else. I think what really happened on that one is he built. Where did he lose it? When did he? Okay. So, here comes his army. Normally this would be a lot to deal with if I just had ground units. Considering I wasn't building anything else. And he's focus firing. So he's gonna lose all this. I don't think all I lost was buildings. Alright, so, and he's continuing. He should have canceled this. Yeah, he probably should have canceled that. He could have saved himself a lot of gas by canceling that. Because there's no use. Oh, yeah, he has 2 on the field. I think that's a mistake to keep that building. Wow, look at that path. He's also got his army split. His mothership core is not in range of anything to help protect, but this building would die anyways pretty fast. He has no gas. So he's got to take this down here as fast as possible. And then, yep. So it's an FFE into Sky Toss. So that's pretty much how it realistically works. Yeah, he's got no money to build anything more than zealots. Yeah. So basically, you know, 9 pylon, 10 forge. Basically, my PVZ build in a nutshell. So hopefully you enjoyed at least the intro to it, and then you just build straight up to the second nexus, grab these two gases here, wall this completely off, and have a few cannons to protect that, and then start building the Phoenix first, a few of them, just to kind of go harass a little bit, and then you want to start building Void Rays straight after that. So hopefully you enjoyed, and have a good day. Bye.